Good morning, my friends. Happy Wednesday. So, is everyone in full season of getting ready for the holidays? It does get a little bit crazy at this time of year. As much as I try to be in control of things, I guess there really is no such thing. Good morning, Barb. Jean-Marc Brunet, that's pretty. Good morning, everybody. So, what's everyone up to? Hi, Sarah. Good morning. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Susie. So, I saw your food paint. Oh, that's right. I did that food paint challenge. That was so much fun. If anybody wants to do it, I think it's for the month. I'm not sure. I can't actually remember, but they had reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to do it. And I was like, absolutely, that would be fun. So I painted a candy cane, and it's a few posts back. I actually posted it wrong the first time, and I hadn't posted one of those posts where there are 3 images in so long that I did it wrong, and it didn't have all 3 images. But in the second one, it shows my painting, and then it's my reference image, and then the rules. So if anybody wants to do that, that would be fun. So I've been so busy in holiday mode. I sold most of my ornaments. I made a second set. I wanted to show you a few. I have a few left, and they're just so cute. I signed them on the back. These are little tiny original paintings. I did some that were prints also, but I only have one more of those. These little frames are really hard to source. I love this. It's a tiny little olive. I won't mind if that one ends up on my tree. And I have a little Christmas bauble and a couple of shells left. They're just so cute. I love doing little paintings. I've been working on a really large commission too, which has been fun. But I also have a few more of my calendars left. So if anybody, they're really fun. Oh, there's all the different images. I just wanted to show you what those things I've been shipping out, and sold a lot of my paintings. So thank you everyone who's been buying things as gifts. I love when my paintings go as gifts. So I had this last minute request to do a 30 by 30 for someone for his wife, and it is stunning. I'm so excited about it. So anyway, let's get back to today. So someone had reached out and asked me to paint this Bottlebrush wreath, and I think Michael sent this to me last year. He sent me a bunch of Bottlebrush things as a fun little present in the mail, which is like the best thing. And I do have an 8x8 of it that's for sale on my website, and I have it nearby. I'm kind of curious to see how different this one turns out. It's smaller, and I'm going to try to, be spontaneous with it, and they all turn out differently. It's the same, thank you, Martha, the same reference image, but all my paintings look different. So I kind of love that. So I'm going to compare it at the end if I remember to do that. So I need to mix blues, pinks, greens, some kind of gray, neutralish colors for the wreath. And I think maybe I'll just do a transparent, the permanent rose background like I love to do. I think that would be fun. So let me pull this down here, and we'll mix up some colors as Bottlebrush wreaths. Yes, is Michael on here? I think he sent that to me. Sorry about this mess. I need to organize my paint tubes. My husband's been helping me clean my studio the last couple of weeks, and it's in better condition than it's been in a long time, but I need to keep working on it. Let me pull that up. I'm seeing this shadow. I don't think maybe if I push that up, it'll go. There we go. That's much better. Good morning, Tina. All right. So I need a sip of my coffee. So pinks, greens, blues, grays. And maybe we'll keep the background kind of white-ish. We'll see how it turns out. So I'll start with my pinks. I'm going to mix them down here and then move them up. I've been trying to do that more lately. So I have tidier piles because recently I've been having a lot of fun with doing my I'm going to clean my palette knife off because I put a little bit of brown in there. Yes, you sent me a few. And the one, I can't wait. I still didn't get my Christmas stuff out. We did start yesterday. We got our tree on Monday. And it is actually in the stand in the living room. That's as far as we've gotten. But now I want to keep this bright, so I'm going to get out, I'll use a little bit of this. To keep your pinks bright, instead of using white, I'm going to mix in this radiant magenta to lighten my pink, my permanent rose. Yeah, so we'll be getting out holiday stuff now when it's too late to paint it. So this year, I need to remember to take a lot of photos of things to paint for next year's holiday. Because we only have, like, even if I do paintings now, they'll look how beautifully bright that is. Ugh, love it. They won't dry in time to ship, probably. When I use liquid, it does help. It's more likely to, but I worry sometimes if I send something that's not all the way dry, it could cause a problem. But I have never had that problem, but I'm very conservative about it. All right, so there's my pinks on a beautiful little row. I'll clean this off. Clean it pretty well. Have another sip of my coffee. Sorry, this is bouncing a little bit. All right, now I need to do, good morning, Emily, green. So my dark green, this is phthalo green. Got out today. I'm gonna maybe put a little bit of that. I have a little brown up there that warms it and darkens it a little bit. Clean that off and get more of this. And to lighten it, I have this is a little bit of that cinnabar green. This is such a pretty color. Cinnabar Green Light by Vasari. Oh, that's really nice, isn't it? Good morning, Ellen. And I have inspiring art today. If anybody's in my group, I think I'm going to try painting an ornament, which I have been doing more of, but I want to try and keep it loose. So I've been playing around with it a little bit, and no promises. We'll see what happens. I feel sometimes like when I paint things like that are hard edged, I'm more cautious, and then no, I guess I can use, I'm going to mix white in to lighten that. I think white will be fine with this color. I think I need a little yellow, quite honestly. I feel like it's going to, I'm going to get that all dirty. What is this? Brilliant Lemon Light. That would be good. It's going to, cool. Too much of a cool color. I think I want a warmer color. Good morning, Carol Ann. So I'm just going to put a little of that in there and see what happens. Yeah, that warmed that up. Did it? I don't know. It's cool. It's still cool, but I like it better. Need even lighter, I think. Maybe I'll put a little bit of this Video Blue Extra Pale out here. Put a little of that in and see what happens. Just have fun with it. So you could do this and make your Christmas balls be any color you want. Like this reference image that I took isn't great. It's actually a little bit lackluster, but sometimes that allows a little more creative freedom, I feel. Oh, I usually have my, Mike got stuff on his hands in the sink upstairs, and I took what I usually clean my palette off with to my laundry room. All right, I need blue. So, I'll make it dark blue. Sorry, I was just looking to see if I missed anything. It's a little vivid. I'm gonna put a little black in that. It feels a little too blue to be my dark blue. I'm going to clean this off again with my paper towel and get my manganese blue hue. What should I lighten that with? Maybe I'm going to get this radiant turquoise out of my... No, that's radiant blue. Do I have radiant turquoise? I'm sure that I do. Of course, doesn't mean I have it in the correct spot. Just because I know I have it doesn't mean I know where it is. So we're going to use radiant blue instead of radiant turquoise. Radiant blue. To lighten that blue so that it gets lighter but not chalky looking. Is that too bright? It's much brighter than the blue in the balls that I'm looking at, but I like that color. But I think I need something in between these two. So let me pull a little of this and see what we get. Oh, that's kind of nice. I don't have a lot of it, but that's all right. I'm only going on a 6x6, so it's kind of nice in between. And now I'm going to lighten this even more with this radiant blue. Just put a little bit of this in there too. And that's nice. And then make it really light. White out here from yesterday when I was painting. I painted delphiniums yesterday. It was a backlit image that I took when I was in Boston, and I found it very challenging. You have to go look at it. Let me know what you think. I should have posted the still image of it. I don't think I was feeling a little low on energy yesterday, and I didn't post much. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with all the things. Okay, so now I want some grays for the wreath itself. I don't know, I'm still not loving that blue, but I think what's this color? Let's put a little of this phthalo blue-green shade in there. I don't know what it is about it, but it's feeling a little too pastel-y. Just maybe this one. Of course, I'll do all this, and I may not even use that little pile of color. Who knows? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Do that and bring this down. Yeah, it needed to be a little bit more turquoisey looking, a little less powder blue. Oh, you see that shift? That helped that a lot. There was just something intuitively that I didn't quite care for. And just adding that color in there made all the difference, didn't it? Make your own turquoise. Yeah, I should have done that. Sometimes that's tricky. There are a few colors I have trouble mixing from other colors. No idea why. Which of my mixer should I make it warm or keep it cool? It really is cool and tinselly looking. It does have a tint of brown in it, so I'm going to tint it brown just a tiniest little bit. So that's my darkest. And then I'll go light. I think I'm just really going to use white. We'll see how it looks. Ooh, that really threw that quickly. Different blacks tint at different levels. Like some blacks are very black and you have to take tons of white to lighten them. And some blacks, the littlest bit of white will throw them to a lighter gray very quickly. So I feel like that's still too light. I've got to mix a darker one. Let me get a little bit more black out. Let me get, I'm going to use this ivory black from Vasari. Good morning. Thanks, Susie. Thank you. Okay, that's better. So I've been having fun lately, I've been trying, when I finish a painting and I have a bunch of piles of paint left, I've been doing small abstracts on paper, and I am absolutely loving it. I just did a fun abstract in my sketchbook too the other day that I'm quite smitten with. So I always feel like I don't give myself permission to do like abstract painting. I don't know why. I love abstract art. Maybe I'm just a little afraid of it. I don't know. Okay, that's good for little highlights. What should we do for the background? Well, I could use a little bit of a shadow color. There's no shadow in my image, but that doesn't mean I can't have a shadow, right? Let's do a little olive green and brown. That might really throw this off, but you know what? I love that color. So let's just put that up in our green family. I don't know what that was all about. Make some blue. Just mixing some crazy color. Ooh, that's pretty. I added a little bit of this color that I smitten. Did I say smitten? This shiprock I love. It's a great mixing color. Quite smitten. Yeah, I like that too. Oh, I could just sit here and mix colors and mix colors and mix colors. It's a little crazy. Reckless, crazy fun, as I call it. Maybe. Do I want to keep it white? Well, yeah, I do. That's what I want. I'm going to put more white up here. I need to get more white paint. I have so much white paint in front of me, and none of it suits me. I do love this Vasari Zinc White. I do have a few of these. And when I went to I did a plein air painting thing at Vasari, and I got a $200 gift certificate, which I was so excited about. Okay, that's good. That's quite a lovely bunch of fun colors. So let's put this back up here. Can you see okay? I'll pull this back a little bit. Hopefully I can read what you're saying to me. Okay. So where's everybody listening from today? Sorry about my cough. All right, I'm going to do permanent rose background. Just because it's a happy color. Oh, so fun. Irma says, me too, Kim. I love mixing colors, and thank you. I started using Radiant colors a couple of years ago. They are so fun. So when I was at Vasari, they said those Radiant colors are really just color mixed with white. So I'm not so sure, but they have colors similar to the Radiants that I love using. Like their Rosebud is really nice, but it's a little quieter. But it's fun to play around with all the colors. Riding in a car in South Carolina heading to Orlando. And Orlando is where you live, right, Ellen? I'm going to just take a little bit of the pink away in my background so it doesn't get too pink. There we go. That's a fun beginning. Oh, I need my pigment sticks, don't I? That would be crazy to not use those. Okay. Oh, I need to clean my pigment stick off. I should put these in an airtight container. You'd think that I would do that, but I would have to actually go buy one. I don't get to stores very often anymore. So is everyone well underway with your Christmas shopping? I'm lucky that my girls have been working on some of their own shopping. Well, at least Isabel has. She only has one more week at school, and she'll be home for the holidays, so I'm excited about that. And there's one. It's my little pinks. Who said nope? Maureen says nope. No, I'm not ready at all. Just kind of getting where my ornaments go, just so I have an idea. Because I like how they're spaced on here. Oh, Barb's in Pittsburgh creating Christmas with Michael. I just saw the picture you posted, Michael, of the cats posing for you when you were photographing your tree. How many trees do you have up that you're photographing? Gosh, I can't even get one up. I think we have the smallest tree we've ever had. But we only went to one place. So that was a great time saver. Some gold in here. See if we can let some of that show through. Do a little of the blue on the shadow side. I do want to do a little bit of a shadow. It's pretty fun already, isn't it? All right, let me put my pigment sticks away. My brush. Might have to go to a little bit of a smaller brush. Who has only two, Michael or Ellen? Martha said, where'd you get your tree? I got it at Shows out State Road. Their trees were kind of small, but it has a nice shape. I like that you can see through, like, kind of to the branches. I like when it's like that. Some years we drive around, but we went fancy Nancy's van life. I love that. It's snowing in E-Town. Oh my goodness, let me look out the window. It might be. Oh, geez. I guess that means it's probably snowing in Pittsburgh for Isabel. She said it's been snowing. Oy, I didn't even know they were calling for it. Hopefully it's just a little teaser. I forget what I was talking about. No idea what I was talking about. Maybe I should do my background. I was talking about getting a tree, I think, Martha, wasn't I? Do you get a live tree, Martha? I wanted to tell you, Martha, if you want me to come help you hang art in your house, I'm always happy to do that. Michael says, we have a little dusting. It snowed all day yesterday, but didn't stick. Oh, that's the best kind of snow. You can enjoy how it looks, but you don't have to worry about driving in it, right? I do worry about Isabel driving in Pittsburgh because she's not very practiced in driving in the snow. Because we really haven't had much snow in the last few years. Martha said, we get live. Next year, check Rohrerstown Stauffer's. Very nice selection, surprisingly. Yeah, but my problem is, like, we went on Monday night and nothing was open. Stauffer's used to be open all the time, no matter what. And now, like, their garden center in Lidditz isn't even open in the evening ever. So I guess people don't shop in the evening, I would guess. Yes, these are oils. Now, because I'm putting this over the pink and making it white, I have to really keep my brush clean because it's going to turn pink. Terry says it's in the 50s in South Florida. That's cold for South Florida, isn't it? Is it for this time of year? I'm going to keep my brush strokes loose. It's really picking up that pink. Yeah, it was cold here. Yeah, so it's hard to go buy anything like in the evening these days. Seems crazy because that's when I solve all my problems. So I have to get some of this covered a little bit because then if I go in and put little strokes out into the background, I don't want to have to go back in and recarve it out. Clean the edges. I usually go back. I paint the sides of my paintings gold, and then I try and clean them up after I'm finished. But that's a tedious step that I'm not sure I even need to do, because I don't mind how it looks. I just don't want anyone to ever buy a painting and think, oh, why didn't they clean the edges of it up? It's like a self-imposed problem, right? Right now, it could be a donut. It does look like a donut, Allie. Right, I need to put more white paint out here on my palette. I don't have enough. It does look like a sprinkled donut. Oops, that was not what I wanted. It's a really wet white. Well, I'm going to use it because I put it out. I don't want to waste it. Putting the lid on. Sprinkled donut that turns into a wreath. Could end up looking like a sprinkled donut. You never know. Especially with the hot pink. It probably makes it even more so. Do you hate the pink? I'm not sure what I think of the pink. But I could always go back in with something more opaque. Like a lot of that color showing through. It's already getting better now that I'm going over it again. You know, I love pink. It's just such a happy color. I'll pull in a little bit. What did I miss? Allie, what'd you say? I missed it. I'll have to go back and look. Allie, it looks like your sale of all your holiday stuff went really well. I loved your live. I watched your live. Well, I didn't watch it during the live. I often miss things like that, but I loved when you were live and talking about all the things you were making for the holidays. Inspired me to try and do that, but I didn't do it. It could still happen, right? But it was very fun to watch. All right, I like the looseness of that background. Allie, is it for a week? Do you have to do it by Friday? Is that what they said? I can't remember. Yes, the candy cane was really fun to paint. I enjoyed doing that. It was a fun challenge. So I guess they've been doing that for a long time. Michael had told me about them when we were in Allie, when we were in France. And I forgot about it. The girl I did it with, I love her style of art. It's very fun. I have for some reason, my little 6x6s kind of want to fall off of my ledge here. I don't know why, but I have it taped up. But I feel it moving as I put paint down on my canvas. It's not a canvas. My panel. Helen says, I'm waiting to see how you handle all those silver wisps. So am I. I very often have no idea what I'm doing. It's always a surprise to me, too, when it all comes together in the end. But I think sometimes painting is partly practice and partly trust and confidence. A big part of it is trust and confidence, but that's the hardest part, right? And that comes with practice, right? think that all goes hand in hand. But you do have to really trust that it'll turn out, and it usually does. When that I don't know how it's going to turn out, or that I'm honest about it, maybe. Right? Painfully honest sometimes. I'm trying to think about what else is new. What's new with all of you? Did we do Where Are You Listening From? Did I miss that whole thing? I think I've been concentrating so much, I might have missed that whole conversation. I'm kind of dancing around the whole painting. That's how I like to work, to see it all kind of come together. Instead of working in one area and bringing it completely together and then working on another area. I only ever do that sometimes when I'm watercoloring. And only sometimes, but also because I only watercolor sometimes lately. So do I want to work on my background or the little ornaments? I think maybe I need to work on the wreath itself a little bit and then pull the ornaments together more towards the end. I think that's a good plan. Oh yes, I do. I use a small brush for bird's eyes. I have one here in case I feel like I need it for highlights. I have one out here to the side. But I generally try to always paint with a big brush because I find that it keeps my paintings very loose. Because if you start painting, the smaller your brush, the more lost you get in the details of everything. When you're using a big brush, you really can't. Now this isn't huge. This is my Trekell Spectrum Bright that I love. It's like a 1/2 inch. But this is only 6 inches wide. My panel's only 6 inches wide, so proportionately it's pretty big. What is it, 8:32? We're good on time. And I don't want to get rid of, like, I don't want to lose all the pink in the background, even though it's not really a pink wreath. Bigger brush keeps the painting looser. Yep. Thank you, Ellen. And it is a little tricky to force yourself to use a big brush, but it just takes practice. Do I have enough of the wisps all the way around? I'm just pulling them kind of into my background. That's why I put my background there, so that I can pull out into it. Because when I would carve, sometimes I like to carve my backgrounds, but not for something like this as much because the edges feel different. Ellen, what did Martha say? What? Oh, that day when you were over and told me, don't be afraid to throw things up. Art is not a commitment. Oh, good. Oh, yay. Yes, that's absolutely right, Martha. It's not a commitment. You can hang it. You can move it. You can take it down and put it in the attic and hang something else there and change it. Yeah, it's one of the easy things. I say even when you're like choosing things for your home, like the commitments are like the floor, countertop, tile, the rug, the expensive things, the things you're not going to want to replace. But things like paint color, do something crazy and see how you like it. And if you don't like it, just paint it again. Yeah, all the things that aren't precious, that are easy to switch, you don't need to spend a lot of time thinking about it because it's so easy to change. And it is fun to change things. I don't do it now as much as I used to, but I should. All right. Sorry. Bonnie says, I love to change out my art. It looks fresh and new when moved. Yes, I agree. And then you spend time looking at it and thinking about it and enjoying it because you moved it. Yeah, I totally feel like that. Yeah, you notice it more. Of course, I do that. Oh, why pink? Just for fun. I just wanted to see how it looked. I often will do a different color in the background and play around with how it looks, how the painting looks. I just got some more white out because I still feel like it's a little too pink back here. Funny you said why pink, but I'm going to soften it a little bit. Just make it quiet. Quiet it is a better word for what I want to do. I want to quiet that pink just a little. Sometimes when I paint, I'll use the colors of whatever the thing is. Like I'd have painted, you know, the balls, the colors they are. But sometimes I just do an overall color in the background and see what happens. I love to always experiment with my own style to see what I can change and what works and what doesn't. That's a little better. So I have a lot of my darks in. Do I need any more darks on my bubbles? 8:36, we're still good on time. I need to look where my dark areas are. And that pink one there needs a little more Martha, is it since, oh, I see the snowflakes now. I definitely see them. So Martha only lives like 10 minutes from me. We went to high school together. Long time ago. And she's the one who has Fat Cow coffee. That's what I'm drinking right now. Is everybody having coffee, tea, Diet Coke? Mushroom coffee, I do have some of that. I'm enjoying it. But not as my morning coffee. Nothing will replace my Fat Cow coffee in the morning. But I do. Sometimes in the afternoon instead of tea, I'll have that. And I usually do it when I get a little hungry. I think I hear the kids going to school. What time is it? I guess it is time. What did Ellen say? Coffee with toast and peanut butter. That sounds good. Mushroom powder. Oh, I don't know about mushroom powder. All right. Oh, I don't know what I think about it. It's not quite time to go with my lightest lights. I think I have enough darks. Do I have enough darks in the background? Let me do a little bit more where I see darks, kind of shadow areas of the balls. It's dark right there because when we put those highlights on the balls, that's what really makes them pop. But right now I feel like, see how I have too much pink around that one? I need to quiet that a little bit. It makes a richer taste. Ooh. Oops, no, that was too much. I had too much on my brush. Quieting some of my pinks. So I want some pinks, but I don't want it overly pink. Anybody making Christmas cookies? Besides Michael. Michael, did you find candy recipes? I know you were looking for candy recipes. It's always hard. I try not to eat things like that. Oh, Bonnie, I post these. I have a YouTube channel, and I put them on the YouTube channel. I think it's Kim Smith Art, maybe. Just look me up on YouTube. I've been trying to grow that channel. Another challenge. Okay, now I can let's go to the medium colors. I need to see how these baubles are coming along. Oops. Doesn't take very much to make them look like shiny bright ornaments. It's just kind of looking where the highlights are and putting them on there and having the lights and darks be more hard edged. I find is what makes that happen. Next Sunday I'll be doing cookies with my grandchildren. Anita, that's fun. Did they come to your house to do it? Danish cheese bread. Ooh, that sounds good. Tina said it's looking beautiful. Thank you. There's that blue that I kind of remixed. It's got that nice brightness to it. Here's another blue ball. Blue, 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 blue. There's only 4 blue ones. Wendy Well says, I love this. Thank you. Is it still too much pink? I don't think so. Thinking out loud. Maybe around some of the ornaments it is. Greens, the blues, and the pinks I did. Did I do the mediums of all the colors? I think so. Maybe not that green one right there. I think I need a green. It's getting there. She says more gray. Yeah, like right here, this, I have to edge a few of my ornaments, I think. Like that doesn't need to be so pink right there. And then I still have to do my lightest tinsel-y bits too at the end. I won't do that till the end. Oh, there's a green ball I was missing. Right here. I'm still using my same large brush. Anita says, the magic is happening with each stroke. Thank you for your vote of confidence. This is the point in the painting where I do have to remain confident. It's crazy how confidence can quickly get undermined when you're making art. Sometimes I'll be like, where did my confidence go wrong right there? I need a little bit more of the darkest. I got a little too. You like painting by numbers? Me too. I think that sounds like fun. Maureen Connolly Art. Kim reminded us that she posts these on. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you. All right. Now do I do my light tinsel? Yeah, I think I'll do lighter tinsel a little bit. I think I'm going to use a little smaller brush for this last bit. It's the same kind of brush. It's just a little... I could use one a little larger than this, but I don't see it right now in my... need to get that wispy feel of the tinsel. Or the bottle. I guess it's not really tinsel. It looks like tinsel, but it's a Bottlebrush tree, so I guess it's bottle brushes, right? I don't know when they're new if they really make them like that, but you know, like they say the Bottlebrush trees were from back when they needed to like make Christmas stuff cheap, and they would make Christmas trees literally out of out of like brushes, like cleaning brushes. I don't know if they meant that people did it or if companies did. I guess companies did it. And you don't want all the strokes. You just want to suggest it. And now I think I could put maybe my lighter colors on. Let me see if I missed anything. So Joe, the beautiful birds. Oh, with your paint by numbers. So magical. Are you favoring the turquoise over the rosemary? Susie, I would say I'm 50-50. I like them both. I like the bounce of the turquoise, but they don't come as big as the rosemary. And I have yet to find really big brushes that I absolutely love. I think I was working on a large commission and I used my rosemary brushes like exclusively. I didn't even try to veer from that. All right, now I can go lighter. No, wait, let's do darker. So what makes these, are going to make these really shine are having my lightest lights and darkest darks right next to each other in these little ornaments. So I think I'm going to go light. She says, why did you decide on a pink color around and not white? Well, I put pink as my background color overall, the whole painting in the beginning. So I'm always just playing around with things. I didn't decide for any reason other than it sounded fun, which is why I do most things. To experiment and to play with it and see what happens. And oops. Oh, that's okay. All right, so let's do some lights. I don't know why I'm avoiding this, but I seem to be. Avoiding it for some reason, but no reason to do that. Let's just dive right in here. So that made that look like a shiny bright ornament, just those little, oh, I got a little too light, so I go back in with my dark. And it doesn't need to be exactly anything, it just needs to be kind of your lightest lights against your darkest darks. Whoops. And it is kind of hard to keep your brush clean. That's not dragging for me. Get a little bit more on there. Oop, that was good. All right, that was really fun. And I need this to go a little lighter here. I love this really bright pink that I mixed. I use some of it. I say sometimes I mix those in between colors and don't use them, but. All right, those look great. Let's do the greens. Sorry, I'm I'm thinking about what I'm doing. I'm not reading here. What color are you using for highlights? Bonnie, white or the really lightest lights that I mixed of the actual color, whatever it was. Like this is a really light green that I'd mixed. And then the very, very lightest lights I've been using white. Which I need to get a little bit more out, I think. Oops. White. I rest my hand on the side of my painting. I keep it steady. I need one of those maul sticks, M-A-U-L, they're called. It's what you use to rest your hand to keep yourself steady when you're painting. I don't have one. I'm looking through the camera at what you guys are seeing. I feel like that pink showing right there is distracting. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't need the pink and the green ball. I think the side of it is too dark right here. I don't want to get too in the weeds with it. Now let's do the blues. 8:52, we're good on time. And I'm almost out of paper towels, that's crazy. It's cool how just putting those little tiny highlights on there makes them look glass. Shiny. It's still wrong in there. I think that's looking really heavy right there. You see that? I think my dark shadow underneath there is making that ball look, it's like it's a weird shape. So we'll just fix that. Yeah, that helped. I only a little bit more down here. You see where I mean? Like that, it made it look like that ball was huge. And doing that little bit, like getting rid of the pink right around the edges, helps to, I don't know what it does, make the balls stand out. White right here. What did I miss? I think this green needs a highlight. Highlight. Now, do you feel like my wreath is too dark? I don't think so, because that helps those Christmas balls really stand out. Now, do you see any pinks that I need to hide? Because I do want it to show. Just looking in the shadows, I think I need to get some more edge going here. Maybe it'd be fun and just add a little bit out into my, around the outside. Good morning, Nancy. Shelley Williamson said very nice. Helen likes the amount of pink. Looking in what you're seeing, I would say I'm almost finished, but this looks like a lump right there. Let me fix that. You see what I mean? That right there, that gray thing is calling my attention. So let's break that up a little. Just do a couple little dots. Now I'm playing around with things I really don't need to do, but breaking up just little bits of my dark areas with little glitters. Love little glitters. Okay, I think that I'm not improving it, I'm just changing it. That means it's time to sign it. Signature. And then now I'll show you the one that I did that's 8 by 8. Let me move this out of the way. And I'll pull the 8 by 8 out. And here I set to the side and I hid it from myself. And oh, I see I did a green background on this one and kept all my ornaments red and green. So that's an 8 by 8 and a 6 by 6 from the same reference image. That's kind of fun to see that, isn't it? So there's with green as the starting color, with the pink as the starting color, and then there are all my fun mixed colors. Really should paint something with them before I do my inspiring art today because I don't want to waste them. But so thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I will save this on my YouTube channel. Be sure to go like it and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for coming, and I will see all of you again next Wednesday. Anita said, very pretty, love them both, and they'll be available on my website if you need some holiday art for your home. So thanks for coming. It was great to hang out with all of you. Happy Wednesday. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye. Thank you.